It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Broncos and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft. Former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going into the battle. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. He gets this one to Burks. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
First down, Cardinals.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Love. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, Love. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Love from the gun. A dump down to McKinnon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Robinson again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On first down, Hurts to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They hand off to their big tight end, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A nice little juke. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Love. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Love. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with
Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. On the counter, Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 17 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Throwing is Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This is going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's James returning. Gets around him. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts throw here into the hands of Boyd. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Love's throw is on target to Burks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Love now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him. and create the big play downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that's a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go. Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 2nd and inches, Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. There's Chris Olave. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. With a passing game as he looks about the senior line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. David Njoku. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
It's a game of 5.
They'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Down to inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Play action this time with Love. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this out past the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Now Love will try with his legs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Second down, McKinnon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Show up at the solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw now, here's Love. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going back to Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 3rd down, Love. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Sly able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing. Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, it's James. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Broncos coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw again on second down, Hurts. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
First down, Love to pass. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. To the air again, Love. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Off the play fake, Love. It's complete to Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On first down now, run with McKinnon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. From the 16, Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Love. this is going to be incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash. This from 33. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. A second field goal here this third quarter, and his third of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver's offense ready to go again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Glove. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hurts sets up to throw it. Right back to Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 17 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Olave holds it in. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
14 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
ETN up the middle, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain
The
of
last
2.
run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotate.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is end of the weekend in the NFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A give, it's ETN off the option. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They run the draw here with Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option, Weber hang on to it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Love. That pass taken in by Burks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
On third down, Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
He's back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. All eyes on the the Cardinals now. Down by a field goal. A minute 17 remains. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Love. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.